What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Raw Review. The Raw after WrestleMania, April 4th, Raw. Watched it live, second night in a row where I'm watching that live. It ain't good for me. I'm dead today. I'm literally dead as a doormat. I got up pretty early again. I didn't really get much sleep. Like the last 2 days, you add up the sleep together, it's been like I've had like 10 hours sleep in about the last 60 hours. So that ain't good. That ain't healthy. But yeah, it's all worth it. It's WrestleMania season. You only get it once a year, and it's been well worth it. We're going to talk about Raw, the main event, what this now looks like for Payback. My thoughts on Raw as a whole. I probably won't grade the segments tonight, just because I'll go back and I'll grade them eventually. But to be honest with you, I did grade them last night and I've completely lost my sheet, so I have no idea. I might grade it, it just depends, I suppose. Anyway, let's get into Monday Night Raw. The crowd were hot, were wild, as they always are in the Raw after WrestleMania. We came out with Vince McMahon cutting a promo. The crowd chanted boring, and he shut up. Out comes Shane O'Mac. How the fuck was Shane McMahon walking? That is all I can say. I was not expecting to see him. He was there. That was fantastic. It was great to see him there. And yeah, awesome to see Shane McMahon there. And Vince McMahon gave him control of Monday Night Raw for one episode, for one game. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, that didn't really make a lot of sense. Hang on, what's the point of the WrestleMania match? That was the whole point of the WrestleMania match. Oh, he loses, yet we still give him control of Raw. It was a one-night thing. For entertainment, good decision in my opinion. I think it was a good decision, and one that, yeah, created a bit of a buzz, more of a buzz than there already was for Monday Night Raw, just to see what Shane O'Mac would do to Raw, and what a Shane McMahon running Raw would have been like if he'd have beaten The Undertaker. Not a bad segment. Extraordinary to see Shane McMahon there. Started off really quite emotional, as if he was, you know, basically going to say bye, announcing his retirement type thing. Not his retirement, but you know what I mean. That he's gonna go off and for another 7 years before making an amazing return to face Roman Reigns, who's on an undefeated streak at WrestleMania. I don't know. He's not on an undefeated streak at WrestleMania, but you know what I mean. But yeah. Opening segment, as opening segments go, it's pretty quick. Nice to see Shane McMahon there, incredible. Nice for him to get that ovation from the crowd. He was thanking us, but at the end of the day, the only one deserving of any thanks out of us is Shane McMahon. He deserves all the thanks and all the credit for, well, that death-defying jump that he did. Absolutely incredible, and a moment no wrestling fan will ever forget. Then we had the New Day versus the League of Nations. What a promo they cut at the start of the match. League of Nations, New Day cut a New Day-esque, but one of my favourite promos that they've ever cut. Really enjoyed the promo. Loved it to bits. I thought it was funny. It wasn't too long either. Xavier was explaining, you know, it was his fault. I've reviewed the footage, and it's occurred to me, it was my fault that Stone Cold Steve Austin Stone Cold stunned him, hit him with the stunner. I don't know why I kept trying to call it Stone Cold Stunner. That ain't his name, Cameron, you dick. The match itself, we've seen it so many times, and it's been a few that I thought would be a hell of a lot better. I thought the matches would be a hell of a lot better than what they have been, and they haven't been that great. So thank God it's coming to an end. Thank God the New Day were gained. Wasn't the greatest match. Crowd turned on it quite quickly. But the aftermath was something we have been craving for a long, long time. Not the first bit. The first bit was shocking, but it wasn't necessarily what we've all been craving. Sheamus cut a great promo, really good promo from Sheamus, and Sheamus is very good on the mic, even in his World Heavyweight Championship run. He cut good promos, to be fair to him. Yeah, cut a promo, basically said we need to cut out the weak link, and bro kicked Wade Barrett. Out goes Wade Barrett. Maybe a nice face run for Wade Barrett before he takes his likely leave from WWE and quits WWE, or lets his contract expire, which is a shame because he's such an amazing talent. But yeah, the weak link in their eyes, Wade Barrett taken out, down to 3 with just now Rusev, who I love, Alberto Del Rio, who I love, and Sheamus. They lost, obviously, to New Day. New Day now going on to new things, new tag teams. That's great. Happy with that. So we don't have to see this match again. And then out come Bray Wyatt and his family. The Wyatt family come out, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great moment. They come out. They attack the League of Nations. The face turn that we've been craving. For the Wyatt family. We finally got it. And it was freaking awesome. It was such an easy face turn for the Wyatt family. All they had to do was come out and attack a heel team, and they're done, dusted. They've got that face turn. League of Nations versus Wyatt family is going to be a great match at the end of the day. It's not Shield Wyatt family, but it will be a great match. Obviously, Luke Harper out with an ACL, or so reports go. So he's going to be out for 6 or so months. So Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan going to have to, Wyatt himself going to have to carry this Wyatt family. Finally, though, I said they weren't buried last night, and I was proven right. They came out tonight, dominated, and it looks like a feud they might actually win. The Wyatt family might actually win a feud. Finally, their faces. Hopefully, this means an upturn for them, and that they're going to start winning some feuds. So yeah, great to see the Wyatt family turning face. A popular decision. Crowd loved it, and League of Nations getting their ass beat up. Great storyline development. Great segment on Raw. We then had Sasha Banks, who beat Summer Rae. Summer Rae cut a quick promo at the start of the match. I hate Summer Rae. I really think she's shit. Sasha Banks came out, beat her with the bank statement, which was good. Nothing much more to say about this. Interesting what Sasha does next. Whether her and Becky square off individually, who knows? More on that in a little bit. We then saw Baron Corbin. After last night, he won the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, which I was thrilled about. Well, not last night, the night before. Came out and he faced Dolph Ziggler, the measuring stick, as Dolph Ziggler likes to call himself. It was an okay match. It wasn't an amazing match, but just seeing Baron Corbin in a ring on the main roster was great for me. I really am a big fan of Baron Corbin, and I do still stand by the fact that I do think he could be the biggest star from the current NXT crop, success-wise in WWE, because I just think he's everything that Vince McMahon loves, and I can see him, as I say as well, holding the world title by the end of 2017. Double count out, which probably means we're going to get a rematch between Corbin and Ziggler, which will be fine. Maybe this is a little feud for them. Hit the end of the days on the outside the ring. He hit a sick deep six in the ring as well. Baron Corbin's unbelievable on the mic. Good promo before the match. He's come as a heel. Baron Corbin is a perfect heel. Baron Corbin is not a face. Really good segment. Nice introduction for Baron Corbin. And I think he's going to be a success. I really do. He's a monster. He's a beast. And so happy to see Baron Corbin on the main roster. It was someone I wouldn't expect. And another person I didn't expect that they promote, Apollo Crews. He faced Tyler Breeze in what was a glorified squash match, but Apollo Crews got a massive reaction from the crowd. Not a surprise. They're hardcore wrestling fans. They all watch NXT. Of course, they're going to give him a good reaction. What sort of reaction he's going to get from the not so smart wrestling fans, I don't know. But he is an incredible in-ring athlete, and after you've watched a few matches with him, he's got enough to make you like him. I do think he lacks a little bit of charisma. That's just for me personally. He's an awesome wrestler, don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of character development to do. I don't want him to be another flash in the pan, another Adrian Neville. But, the thing with Apollo Crews is he's going to create good matches. This Tyler Breeze match, it would have been a decent match if it had been given time. And hopefully he doesn't have Tyler Breeze fall from grace. I don't think he will. He'll stand on his own. And it has the potential to be a black World Heavyweight Champion for WWE, which they don't usually do, because we all know Vince McMahon, he's a racist. But no, Apollo Crews has as big a chance as anybody has recently of being able to claim that crown, which would be great. For me personally, as I say, character development need a little bit more. I'd like to see him a heel as well. But it seems as if he's come as a face. It'll be interesting to see what direction he has for the next few months in WWE. But nice to see him on Raw. And just somebody I did not expect to be called up. But yeah, really happy to see it. We then had Roman Reigns come out as a swaggy little cunt. And it really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. The way he was acting, it was heelish. The way when Styles came in the ring, he was like, what are you doing? You don't deserve to be in this ring. That's what Reigns was like to Styles. And I was like, are you having a fucking laugh, Roman Reigns? Are you having a fucking laugh? Really pissed me off. Ended up by spearing Chris Jericho right at the end. But it set up the match. Styles, Owens, Zayn, Jericho for the #1 contendership. And yeah, decent segment. Although I really didn't like Reigns in the segment. But if they're turning him heel, that would be the objective. And it seems like it's going to be a slow burning heel change. And it seems as if he has turned heel completely. Which ain't a bad decision, to be honest with you. I do not like smug Reigns, though. It pisses me off, which means it's working as a heel, I suppose. Another good segment. We then saw Zack Ryder versus The Miz. KW Tribute, he called it. It was a one-day reign, and it was disgraceful. I'm absolutely gutted that Zack Ryder got a one-day reign. And I think Twitter really did go mad when this happened, and not with happiness, with disgust. Yeah, there was just some shenanigans. We got the rematch on SmackDown. Who knows? Maybe he wins it back. I don't know. Maurice, nice to see her, but Miz as champ, that's not getting me excited. That's not making me think, oh my god, yeah, Miz is Intercontinental Champion. That's great. I don't mind Miz. I think Miz is a good heel, but to take it off Zack Ryder after one night, it's typical WWE. It's a typical middle finger to the internet wrestling fans, and just fans in general. That Ryder story. They could have made that something special. They could have made his reign something special. Instead, they cut it short to one day. Absolutely disgraceful decision. I could go on and on and on and talk about it, but I'm not going to, because I'll just utter the words that everyone else is feeling. It's quite obvious how I feel about it. It's disgusting. Nice promo from Zack Ryder at the start. Nice to see his dad getting involved. Fucking hell, his dad's hench. Let's move on, because it really pissed me off, that bit. Women's Championship. God, Charlotte's so shit at cutting promos. She tried to cut a face promo. Yeah, everyone's friends. This is great for the women's division, which of course it is. Lita introduced her as the new women's champion. That was great. The crowd literally hijacked it. We want some Bayley. That was not a surprise. Bayley wasn't even there, which was a shock. I'm surprised she didn't actually turn up. But then Charlotte brought it back when she went into her heel-ish ways, and there was a nice storyline touch for all the divas to leave. Natty picked up the mic and said, I want you, basically set up their feud, which will be a great match. We've seen great matches between them at Roadblock and in NXT a year or so ago. Interesting that they aren't going with Sasha or they aren't going with Becky. It'll be interesting to see whether them two pair off for a #1 contendership. It'll be interesting to see how the WWE utilises the women's division bar. Obviously the main event they're going to have with Natalya and Charlotte. See what else they do now with the rest of the divas, because Sasha and Becky are too good to just waste. So it'll be interesting, as I say, what they do with them. And I've got a sneaky suspicion Natalya might actually be and win this championship. You heard it here first. Looking forward to that match, though, to say the least. We then saw the Usos as Dudley Boys and tables match, which was really bad. I think everyone had forgotten the rules to the end of the table match, because you meant to go through a table, you meant to be put through a table, and they rang the bell when the Usos jumped through a table, and then eventually they put him through a table. Bubba got a bit pissed off. They walked out, we took a commercial, we came back. Out came Enzo and Cass. Cut an incredible promo. I love these two. They are beaming with charisma. Can't wait for New Day versus Enzo and Cass. Out they came. Looks like Dudley Boys are going to be their first people to establish themselves as tag teams on the main roster. Wow, though. This was a great segment. The promo was great. Big Cass was great. Enzo Amore is unbelievable on the mic. Promo cutter. Great to see them introduced. The crowd, they licked it up. They ate it up. Not a surprise. Enzo and Cass are on the main roster, and it adds to what an incredible night. Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, Enzo and Cass making huge impacts on Monday Night Raw. Lovely to see some of the NXT superstars there, and great that Enzo and Cass have finally made their long-awaited debuts onto the main roster. And if that weren't enough, the Vaudevillains are coming. SmackDown this Thursday. Vaudevillains. Tag Team Division looking up again. Then we saw the Fatal 4-Way. Backstage, Kevin Owens had attacked Sami Zayn that basically meant he weren't clear and he couldn't compete. Which said to me, right, okay, there's going to be a fourth member. Who's that going to be? But the other thing was like, right, Kevin Owens is definitely not going to win this match. He's going to go off to face Sami Zayn at Payback. So now we've got Charlotte and Talia at Payback. We've got Owens Zayn at Payback. We've got League of Nations Wyatt Family at Payback. This is starting to look like a good card. All of a sudden, who's number 4? Cesaro. Cesaro, I went fucking absolutely mental. I couldn't believe it. And he looked so sweet. He was... Oh my god, his outfit was cool. He ripped it off. He came out to the ring. He hadn't lost a step. He was uppercutting people. It was beautiful to see Cesaro back in the ring. And as much as I'd have loved to have seen Cesaro win this match, it went to AJ Styles. The phenomenal one. AJ Styles won the match. Does question why the hell they made him lose at WrestleMania. But there we go. Who cares? He bounced back. What a match this was on Raw. When you put 4 of the best in-ring people in a match together, it's going to create an unbelievable match. And it made me think the following. All the talent WWE have got now. Look at the 4 in this match. Zayn as well, obviously. You know, Ambrose. Lesnar. I'm going to be forgetting people here. Ambrose, Lesnar. Yeah, you know, there's just them in the main event scene. Cena, you know. And then there's Reigns. What a letdown Reigns is. He doesn't deserve to be in the main event scene. We've got too many great stars for him to be in the main event scene. We really have. Styles, Reigns is going to be good. Hopefully heel Reigns versus face Styles. Because if WWE think Reigns beating Styles at Payback is going to get Reigns over, then they're really, really dumb. But it's a strange move from WWE because it's booking him against one of the most popular people in AJ Styles. Could AJ Styles win the world title? Oh, I'd love it. I would go fucking mad. Payback, though, is looking like a great pay-per-view. Who knows whether Cesaro and Chris Jericho will pair off. That's intriguing, to say the least. Cesaro's back. The Swiss Superman is back. What an episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm going to give it a solid B+. B+, which for a Raw is very, very good. An entertaining Raw after WrestleMania is always entertaining. We saw Baron Corbin, Apollo Cruz, Enzo and Cass make their debuts. Far villains to come. AJ Styles, your new #1 contender. Can the phenomenal one dethrone the man that no one wants on top? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.